Over here cooking this morning. A little extra crispy waffle. I think it's done. Good morning, y'all. Just wanted to jump on and chat with you, making my breakfast. I've been trying to make sure I take care of myself before I work too hard. But wanted to jump on to give y'all some insight. I usually give y'all a warning every year and even post. I'm telling you, it's like clockwork. Every year around this time, you have an uptick in identity theft. And so this morning I get a card from one of my banks saying they're from fraud protection and wanted to go over a transaction. Sure enough, it was a fraudulent transaction. Someone tried to purchase a $150 money order, and actually I thought that the call was fraudulent because I didn't recognize the number, and so I said, well, which card is this? And they told me what bank credit card, so I went to my computer before I even gave them any information and answered their questions. I went to my computer and logged onto my account. And sure enough, I did see a transaction that was declined where someone was trying to buy a money order for $150. And so luckily that was declined. I told them, yep, that definitely was a fraudulent transaction. And they canceled that card and they're going to send me another card. So anyway, I'm telling you, every year it happens. Now, identity theft year-round is a problem, but around this time of year, you see an uptick of it because everyone wants to, defraud people so they can have a Merry Christmas, I guess. But just wanted to remind everyone, check your credit cards often. Most credit cards will allow you to get alerts when any transaction occurs. So that's great. Now, interestingly enough, this particular credit card does not have that feature. So luckily they caught it, because most times, first of all, luckily they caught it and declined the transaction, which saves you a lot of hassle. And I didn't have to worry about, the transaction being reversed, which they would have done. But anyway, if you have the capability, look, here's my breakfast. You want to check it out? Got some egg whites, scramble, blueberry waffle, some grapes, apple juice, and cocoa. And some Angel Mama syrup. Isn't that good? All right, so anyway, for the most part, banks will allow you to get alerts when your card is used. Obviously, if you have that feature, sign up for all of those alerts and notifications, whether it be text, email, everything. You want it. You gotta have the Angel Mama. So definitely get that. That way, every time something happens, and even with your regular bank, if you use your debit card, which I don't suggest, even if you with your regular bank, if that happens, if your card is used, you'll get notified. And so obviously, if you didn't use it, you'll be able to take some fraud steps right away. For those of you that don't have that feature of notifications, just sort of keep an eye on your cards. Now, if you like me, there are a lot of cards that I have, so it will be sort of difficult to take a look at each one. But all the ones that don't have that notification, I guess you're going to have to sort of keep track of that and maybe even contact the bank and see if they can change that. Just be careful, but be cognizant. Check your accounts. If you have, first of all, limit use of your bank debit card. It's a lot more trouble dealing with real money lost than credit money lost. So leave your debit card at home, your ATM card at home, keep your credit card. If you have a fraudulent transaction, contact your bank immediately. If you see a transaction that's not yours, let's see. I mean, that's about the best you can do. But keep in mind, this is the time. I recall last year around this time, someone bought something, the transactions went through, and so I mean, the best you can do. What happens is a lot of this is due to online website security and security breaches. And so no matter how secure your website is, your internet is, the websites that you purchase from, the businesses that you purchase from with your card, they can be hacked and your information can be sold on the black web. So just keep in mind, if it hasn't happened to you, I mean, I'm surprised, but it's going to happen to the best of us. So keep track, review, look at your bank statements, credit card statements. This is prime season for identity theft, and this is just this morning it happened to me. So I was able to rectify. Luckily, the bank contacted me and declined the transaction. But be careful out there and just be safe. And if you have any issues where the bank or whoever won't correct anything, feel free to reach out to me. I can get you some help. All right. You have a good morning. Have my breakfast.